Good evening. It's 9:19 p.m. and it looks like you guys got scalped again. They know you guys were going to come back. You guys had your stop losses at 3%. They scalped you here. You came back in and probably bought again. And they scalped you again by going down another 5%. A lot of BTC just changed hands. And a lot of people right now are going to sleep because they got to get up to work early tomorrow. And they're going to find their accounts been empty. They lost 10% today by scalping. If you got 5,000, you lost 500. Do this across the board for everybody's accounts. They scalped millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency from everybody. It's crying shame. Look at this. They're scalping. One hand they're scalping, and the other hand they're railing it in. They caught some fish here today, man. They're scaling you. All you people have stop losses. They scale the hell out of you. Do you understand what's happening right now, people? How many Bitcoin are out there? Okay. What are we up to? 18 million that have been produced? Let's take a look. Okay, I'll tell you what's going on. That's all we got left is 4 million Bitcoins that are not in circulation yet. Don't forget the stuff that's been lost. So we probably got 15 million in circulation. There's only going to be up to 21. He who has the most wins the game. Once again, the little guy gets rammed in the butt. These people want all the coin. Look at this. Dump down 36 coin. Look at this. Dumping with one account, buying with the other. As fast as they can. This really sucks. This really does. This has nothing to do with the market. This is a separate entity. This has nothing to do with the 800-point plunge. Look at this, 11 coin. They're buying everything. Triggering all the stop losses and then buy everything. So you're watching a crime in action right now. Since the stock market went down low, these guys are dumping and they're going into the stock market. Look at this, $6,000. Raping us. Look at this, bought 39 coin. Sold it just before at a higher price and came back and bought it cheaper. Look at this. Look how flat this is, the buys. Look how flat, how much buy pressure there is now. They're going Looney Tunes. They're buying everything. This is going to go underneath to 5,800. This is an orchestrated dump of accumulation. It's going to go under 6,000. Wow. Orchestrated, triggering everybody's stop loss 7%. Look at that. Look how much they're buying, too. Wow. This is highway robbery, man. All those people who have stop losses, you've been fucked. You've been fucked. Look at this. No activity. Going all straight. Look how long we've been going since September sideways. And then they're going to tell us that this happens just as a natural part of the market. Look at this 32 coin. 10 coin right there. Look at this, another 10. They know what they're doing. And they always do it at night. They don't do it during the normal trading hours. Never. And then after this is done, the price will go back up. Watch. Watch, I'm going to tell you. I told you this morning. After they did the first one, they let the price go back up, and then they did another one. Even worse. Once again, manipulation is not supposed to be on this platform. It's prohibited, but they don't do anything about it. This is what you get. This is a flash crash. This is orchestrated. They've been trying to flash crash this since about here. They've been trying to flash crash it. So what I think they did is that they know people came back. Now watch, this is going to go back up now. And then tomorrow when you wake up, if you had a stop loss about, say if you were over here, then you bought here, you figured out it's going to go up, I'll make some money, I'll sell at 7,500. It's at the end of the triangle, the bear market, it's going to go back up. Okay, you put your stop loss in here. It lost about 3%. On average, they put in their stop loss for 3 to 5%. So now you lost it. You come back, oh, I lost it. But you know what? I'm going to buy it out here, and then it'll go back up to that 68, or I'll sell it at 68. So let me put in another stop loss. I'll put it in for 5%. So everybody came back in, bought here, you could see. And then they waited for you to get good and comfy. And then 9 o'clock at night, bang, they got you. When I knew this was on 6,500 and the way they were trading it, putting up that huge manipulation wall, I knew they were up to something. I knew it. Right now, this is called scalping. Go into odd hours during the day when the people are either going to sleep because they got to get up to work or something, or at odd hours, beyond normal trade hours, and then come in and scalp everybody. Now look, it's going back up. Guaranteed, not only will this go back up, watch what happens. It'll go here and it'll gain more. Especially when it's a flash crash, it recovers, you see. Now they'll let the price go back up because they found their mark. They got their coin. They got, I got a correction. They got your coin. We said this when they did the flash crash a couple of weeks ago. 2.5 million Litecoin changed hands. Tens of thousands, about 10,000 Bitcoin changed hands. They're never going to stop because it works. Now it's going to go right back up. Give it, let's see, how long did it take the other one to go back up? Uh, 14 hours. Now watch, 14 hours up. You guys were robbed again. This is a manipulation. If the price isn't staying down, it's immediately going back up. Look. You guys got robbed, man. They got this figured down. Oh, wait. Let's wait until they all go in and put back the use the rest of they got capital. We scalped them before. Let it go back up, and then we'll scalp them again, even worse. Somebody is in here accumulating coin, massive amounts of it. And I don't think they have enough coin. It's got to be an institution, and this is what they're doing. They started this on December. Carried it on all the way to the current now. This is disgrace, man. These guys are thieves, man. They shouldn't be allowed to manipulate. Tomorrow, when Coinbase Pro wakes up, they should see who caused that and start asking some questions. Because that was highly unusual dump at 9 o'clock. And it was at 9 o'clock on the dot it started, too. Wow. So we lost about $500 drop. Fair and balanced market. Everybody want to have a good laugh with me? Come on. Let's go over here and see something. Here goes the legal, the user agreement, the trading rules. Market manipulation is prohibited. Market manipulation of any kind is strictly prohibited. This is absolutely market manipulation when it plunges down like that fast. And then you see them buying up the coin. So what they did here is they plunged them. They have two accounts. One account starts dumping, triggering the stop losses. The other one buys up the coin. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now when people are unaware of this, wait when they wake up tomorrow morning, they're going to find out they were scalped for about maybe 5%. Maybe people put it in for 10%. But between this one and this one, this first one, if you trade between most stop losses are between 3 and 5%. They went better. They went 7. Somebody might put 6, 7. So they racked up. They racked up. This is a flash crash, just like the Ethereum flash crash. Now they're buying everything. Look, now they're buying everything. I mean, after all, when you wake up tomorrow morning and you see the market's back to where it left off, you're going to come in and buy back again, and they're going to scalp you again for another 5 to 10% till you finally give up. That's why the volumes get lower and lower. I never. This is so bizarre that they flash crashed it, and then you see them buying massive amounts of coins. It's a market manipulation to accumulate. I'm thinking that this is the last dive that we're going to see, and now all of a sudden it's going to start going up. People panicked, man. Don't panic. I'm telling you, these guys are playing us like a fiddle. A lot of people, you panicked, you dumped. Somebody, I'm telling you, they flash crashed it to get the coin out of the little trader's hand, the small, the low catcher, and he's buying it. Look at the buy pressure. It's an accumulation dump. That's sad. This is really sad. This market is too manipulated, man. They couldn't wait. They just got pissed off because there was resistance. And then you see now they got really aggressive. Then it's not just a dump that was going on here. You've seen both of them working at the same time. These people want a cheap coin, and they'll sacrifice some to get the price low, and they bought all of these stop losses that were triggered. Let's see what the average stop loss is so I can show you the documentation. %. You see? A lot of people talking. Be careful with stop loss on GDAX. Let's take a reason why. You see, this is from 10 months ago. Had a stop loss sell order at 8,500 euros yesterday on GDAX because I thought a bigger correction may come, but does not matter. When I later checked my account, I nearly started crying. The course went from 9,000 euros to about 7,000 in seconds and shot back up to 9,000 again some seconds later. So my stop loss order triggered at an unbelievable 72 effing euros because the course went directly from 9K to 7K. So my question, how the F is this possible and why did this happen? If this happens often, then stop loss is really dangerous and risky, right? Now that's just looking up something on the web. It took me maybe not even 5 minutes to find it. Look, the problem of these fast crashes is liquidity. When many people make such a stop loss order, it's almost impossible to catch the right price. This will eventually be solved with more liquidity. Did you add a limit to the stop? No, I did not. Is this like sort of backup then, or do I do this on GDAX? So you could see people complaining about it, and this is nothing new. So they trigger everybody's stop losses and they take their coin, right? And you lost 10% today. If you came back into this market, yeah, the last percentage 3, and this one is 7. It's 10%. Let's see what else they got. Stop loss hunting crypto. Let's see what that says. You see? Here's an article right here. Stop loss hunting, how crypto whales are making a killing. You see it. Now it seems that these whales are out hunting your stops and buying up all your cheap coins. Stop hunting has been around in the foreign exchange market for a number of years. You see? How does stop loss hunting work? You guys got to read this. Jay Snip was on talking about you guys got to take your stop losses off. Okay? He told you for a reason, because they did it to Litecoin and 2.5 million coin changed hands in one day. The day that he said that. You see? Just read this article right here. So they want to get the coin, but if they buy the coin at the price before they crash it, it's going to drive the price up. They don't want that. They want to get the coin cheaper, so they dumped it, and they shook the weak hands out and took their coins. Yeah, see? This is bad. They call it stop loss. I call it scalping. You see? Stop loss executed. Now the large whale buy orders come in. You see this graph? Come here, let me show you something. Does it look familiar? We're at here right now. They just dove the market down. Now watch, it's going to go back up. They tested it today. They tested the waters to see what they can get. Yeah. Gave it a little time and then rammed you in the ass. Now they're buying everything. They want a lot of coin. They might drop it down a little bit more. Get some more. Well, the only thing I could say, when they do something like this and they do it like at such a degree, a severity, it looks like they know that they want to be in a position when it goes back up, and they know when it's going to go back up, and they know it's going to go back up hard. So they're in here accumulating now, because they know this is the end of that triangle. This is their last hurrah. Don't be surprised if they pump this in a day or two. I'm going to hold. Thank God he didn't put in no stop loss. None of my stuff. You know when you put in a stop loss? If you're taking a risk trading when the market's really high, that's when the stop loss comes in. But when you're coming into a bear market like this, these guys go stop hunting. And it says it right there, you see? That's what how to stop falling victim. You see this? I think you guys need to read this. A lot of guys think that stop loss is, oh, that'll save me from losing all your money. No. That's got them getting 10% this time, 3% this time, until eventually they get it all. And then you're going to have no coin and no cash. Now it'll go back up again. This one was the test run today. I knew they were up to something. In a way, when you see a big dump like this, you're going to see a big flash crash like this. You're going to see a big rise coming up over the horizon. And then what happens? You don't have no coin. You lost money just now. Now what are you going to do? Are you going to run in and buy back in now? I don't think so. Most of you aren't even going to know until you wake up tomorrow morning. And then when you go back tomorrow morning, what you bought over here is going to be up there. What a shame. And look, and the other bastard's got to take total advantage of it and block the price from going up with his fake orders. Behind the 8 ball again. These guys went stop loss hunting because you know why? If you follow the graph, and this graph sucks on Coinbase. If you just draw your lines, to the higher lows, and from the top down, you'll see it's at the end of the triangle, and they know this. So they came in, dropped the market down. Go look at the moon. He explains it. They're going to drop the market down. They're going to rack up on the coin because they know that the pump is coming. They know it's coming. And the way they're acting now, I think the pump might be coming tomorrow or in the next 2 days. The price will recover back to 66, and all of a sudden you're going to see it start going up. And then whoop, vertical. They're going to do it now because the volume's low. You understand? This is an opportunity this is the best opportunity to do a pump, a dump and pump. You understand right now? Now they dumped it. The volume's low, which means it's not going to cost them much to pump this up. And it's going to be ridiculous, stupid ass pump. I knew they were up to something today. I was complaining about the other thing. I go, look, these guys, they're trying to dump it. They're trying to dump it. They're trying to collapse this. It's at the end of the triangle. That means it's going to break out. So what do? You're a whale. You want to make some real good money off of this. What do? You take some of your coin, you throw it in there, you dump it down, and then you trigger everybody's stop loss. You buy back that coin plus maybe 20-30% more coin at the lowest price. You buy all your coin back after you crash it, and then you buy a little extra on top, 10-20%, whatever their goal is. I'm not sure, but it looks like they still want more. You see how the volume is going up? You just got stop loss hunted. They nailed you. They nailed it 2 times today. So I'm gonna put it up and I'm gonna post this.